department or something. I don't know what he was for sure. Okay. Because the reason I say that, I think my dad had a handgun, and it had his initials on it. Mm-hmm. My dad's, but it wasn't his. It was his dad's gun, you know, and it was his dad's initials. And it wound up, I think my brother Jim got it.
Yes.
So I don't know. No, I didn't know. I didn't know the Corcorans very well at all. Just if I knew any of them, it would have been my Aunt Genevieve, but I didn't really know her either. And as far as I know, that it would have been my grandpa. He was a policeman. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about him, you know.
I wonder if he died of natural causes or got killed on the job, or
I don't know.
You know, okay.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Now, did you live with Molly Kelly for a while?
Huh?
Did you live with your grandmother?
I did.
For a while?
Not too much. I would, you know, I was kind of bumming around, and if I got around the neighborhood, I'd stay for a while, you know, and not too much.
Not too much.
I did when my Aunt Laura died. I stayed with her for several months, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, but I stayed around, you know, because she needed help. She was really tore up when her sister died.
Yeah.
You know, and they had another sister too. I don't even know her name. I knew it, but I just can't remember what it is. But she died when she was young, and she died in childbirth, I think. So my Aunt Laura raised her son. His name was Dan Shores. And he wound up as a banker. Wow. Yeah. He was, I think, a vice president of the bank. Wound up, the last I heard, I don't know. They had, him and his wife had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. One of them wound up to be a preacher, one a game warden, and I don't know what what she wound up being. So I didn't like none of them.
No.
None of the Shores. Their name is Shores, and I didn't like them. So.
But they lived with the Baileys. The Shores did. The Shore children.
No, Dan Shores, he was raised by the Baileys.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when he got married, he left.
Okay.
So he had his own family and all that. But, don't really know too much about them either, other than I didn't like them. Okay. If they were there at the house, I'd just leave.
Okay.
I didn't like them.
You were saying that your grandmother would quilt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, her and my aunt, they used to do quilt work. They'd have some friends over, you know, and they'd do that needlework on them quilts. Well, they had a quilting frame. They had eyes screwed into the ceiling up there. They had the high ceilings because the older houses were like that. And they'd let that quilting frame down table height, and they'd sit there and do their thing, you know, and when they got done sewing, everybody had to go home, fix supper or whatever. They would pull their little ropes, and they'd take that quilting frame back up to the ceiling where it's out of everybody's way. And that's where it'd hang until the next time they wanted to do some quilting. They just drop it down. It would, you know, if it's a pretty good sized quilt to cover a bed, you know, and as they get done with this part, they'd roll it on the frame. The frame had set screws on the ends, you know. You could roll it up, take the screws out, roll it up like a roll, and then put your bolts back in there, and they'd hold it, and then they'd lean over that, and they'd work their way through the quilt. So, yeah.
That's neat.
A lot of people done that, you know.
Uh-huh. You don't see it anymore.
Yeah,
That's
well,
neat.
that was before TV and,
Yeah.
or when TV.
Store-bought quilts.
Yeah, yeah. But everybody had homemade quilts, you know.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
but
But she used to wear an apron quite a bit too.
Huh?
She used to wear an apron.
Oh yeah, yeah. She wore aprons all the time, And if she walked by me, I would reach over there and grab her apron string and just pull it, you know,
Uh-huh.
pull the bow out of it. And as she walked along, sometimes she didn't even know it until it started falling off of her, you know. But if she felt the tug, boy, she'd whip around there and she'd want to slap me or whatever. But I always knew it was coming and I would duck out of the way. She never did hit me, but she wanted to, because sometimes she would just get it retie it, walk by me and zap, I'd get it again. You know, she really used to get mad. Sometimes she'd try and back. When she see me sitting there, she would back up so she didn't, so, you know, in other words, try to hide her apron strings from me.
Okay. She'd keep her back away from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd let that slide, but as soon as she turned, I got her again. You know. Yeah.
Okay, well, can you think of anything else, or?
No, that's about it.
Okay. All right then. Figure out how to